everyone, Stephanie Denman here from the Denman Homestead, and I am really excited about today because today I'm able to use something that I purchased a long time ago, not knowing what I was going to do with it yet, and I now have my solution, my answer. I found these online when I was shopping for my other soap stuff, like restocking all my soap stuff, and you guys know recently I did some herbal infusions with some olive oil. So I did some infused eucalyptus olive oil and some infused, now listen, I did not even realize, and I guess I just learned it from my mom or picked it up, like the way my mom says this is the way I say it, and I didn't really know I was mispronouncing it. It's calendula. But my mom always said calendula. So I called it a calendula flower petal, but it's calendula. Wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, okay? Calendula, calendula, whatever. It's a flower that has medicinal properties. I infused this flower petal into some olive oil along with some rosemary, some lavender, and some eucalyptus, and I set these outside and I let the heat from the sun transfer those natural oils from the plant into the olive oil to use for soaps. And then I thought it would be a really great idea to use these natural healing property type herbs in a salve, in a topical ointment. So I have a tube of calendula gel that I use on like cuts, scrapes, insect bites, burns, and it's antiseptic, antifungal, antimicrobial. It's such a really nice natural ointment to put on cuts, scrapes, burns, those types of things. So I wanted to make my own salve with the olive oil that I infused with these petals. And then I want to take it a step further, and I want to make my own, basically, Vicks Vapor Rub. Have you ever used those little tubes? It's like a cream or like an oil base where I know I put it on my kids whenever they get super sick and congested, rub it on their chest. I've even rubbed it on the bottom of their feet with some socks on it, and it just really helps to open up those airways. So I want to use some of my eucalyptus infused oil with some shea butter and some beeswax, and combine these ingredients to make a topical salve. And the thing I bought were these little tins. So I didn't know quite what I was going to use these for just yet, but they're like just your little, they look like Altoids. If you ever had like a little mint, like an Altoids mint, it looks like this. Just a little tin. But I've got a whole box of these, and I bought them not knowing what I was going to do with them just yet, but now I know. I'm going to put my salves in these tins, and then I will add this to my online store. So when I get that up and running next month in October, I will be able to share these all-natural herbal salves with you guys. So let's get started making these. I'm so excited. All right, so for this recipe for salves, you can basically interchange a lot of these oils. So like if I want to do a lavender or whatever it may be, you can use the same base, just exchange these oils. And then you can even add in some essential oils if you wanted to add in some extra scents or change it up if you'd like. So I'm going to use 1 cup of my infused olive oil. First one we're going to do is the calendula oil. 1 cup of this, and then I'm going to do 1 ounce of beeswax. I've got these little beeswax pellets, so I'm going to use these because they melt easier. I do have big chunks of beeswax from my bees, but I've just got this that I have left over, so I'm going to use this, 1 ounce, and 1 ounce of shea butter. So you could probably also use like a cocoa butter if you'd like, something like a hard butter like this, or mango butter, I'm sure would be fine. But I'm going to use shea butter today. So 1 ounce of shea butter, 1 ounce of beeswax, and 1 cup of my infused oil. And I'm going to do that first, and I'm going to use my microwave safe cup, and I'm just gonna microwave it at about 30-second intervals, stir until it's all melted and combined, and then I will just pour it into my little tins. So let's get started. All right, let's measure out 1 cup or 8 ounces of this oil. Doesn't really have a scent at all. And I might need a fork to try to strain some of this off because I don't really want petals in my stuff. Actually, what I'm going to use is this little fine mesh strainer on the top of my mason jar. I'm going to use that and just strain it into my cup here so I can keep all of the other little bits in. All right, turn my scale on. I'm going to zero it out. We're going to do 8 ounces. All right. The shea butter I ordered off of Amazon. It's unrefined shea butter. Brand new in the bag, never been used. I'm going to zero out my scale so I can measure out 1 ounce. And I'm just going to cut off little with a knife. I'm just going to carve off some little chunks and add it slowly so that I don't overdo it. Because taking this back out of the oil would be a problem. All right, 1 ounce. Now I'm going to zero it out again, and I'm going to add in my 1 ounce of beeswax. My beeswax pellets. There you go. Okay, so to start, I'm going to cover this with a little paper towel. I'm going to pop this in the microwave for about 45 seconds, stir, and keep doing that until it's all combined. While that's heating up, I'm going to unwrap some of these so that I get everything set up so that when I pop this out of the microwave, we can go ahead and start pouring, because it's going to start to solidify and I don't want to waste anything. I don't know how far these will go with just that amount, and this recipe can double, triple, quadruple, so we'll see how far we can get with some of this, and then we'll just keep on keeping on. All right, it only took a minute and a half to combine all of this together. So I'm just giving it a little bit of a stir, and I'm going to go ahead and start pouring. Now you might want to, Koska, I'm recording, Koska, please. Okay, so you might, I am on a time crunch. So you might want to use just a disposable spoon or like something that you can stir and throw away, because beeswax, whatever it touches, is not going to ever come off again. Just to let you know. All right, so we've got our little metal tin, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour all almost to the top. Oh no. Okay. Well, we're gonna pour until right below the hinges on this thing, because I didn't realize that these hinges have holes and it's getting everywhere all over my counter. Okay. I'm gonna let this one solidify before I start to try to even wipe it up, because it's probably gonna be easier to wipe up and scrape off when it's solid. So we're just gonna be real careful. Cool. Well, with this amount, I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might have been able to get 8 if half of it didn't spill out on my counter, because I didn't realize the hinges had holes in them. So that's how many I was able to make with just that amount. And once it cools, I'll show you what it looks like. And I'm really excited about these because it's an all-natural salve, topical ointment that you can put on your body that's good for you and very simple. So you can do this yourself. You can make your own stuff. And in the long run, it's going to be healthier and cheaper for you to do these things. Let me see if I can get this. Ugh, what a mess. So learn from my mistakes. All right, I'm gonna let this harden, and I'll show you what we're working with once this is all cleaned up. All right, took no time at all. I cleaned up my space. Look, check it out. See? So it's a little warm, so it might be still soft, but you just basically rub your fingers in here, and then you can apply the ointment on your skin or your cut or your bruise or whatever it is that you've got, a bug bite. And again, all natural healing ointment. There is not a super strong smell. It's a very mild, almost floral. It's not, I don't even want to say it's floral. It's like an unscented wax, I guess you could say. It's what it smells like to me. Maybe just very, very faint, a very faint floral smell. Yeah, this is it. Now I will tell you that if this gets hot or warm, it will melt. Just like we had to melt everything together in that microwave to combine it. If it warms up too much, it will melt. But it's solid at room temperature. It will last for a very long time. If it starts to smell like rancid, toss it, because it is made with oils. But if you keep this in a cool place, your purse or something, just don't leave your purse. Because listen guys, if this seeps out of these holes, this is gonna make a mess. So keep it in your bathroom, in your medicine cabinet, in your purse if you don't leave your purse in the car. But yeah, these would make a really great item to keep at home for you, and if you want to make them yourself and give them to your loved ones as nice little gifts. I know I will be doing that. My family and my extended family really loves this stuff. We swear by it. So I'm gonna package these all up, and then the next one I'm gonna make is the eucalyptus oil, basically my homemade Vicks, and I'm gonna do it the exact same way. I'm gonna take my eucalyptus leaf infused oils, and I'm gonna make my own Vicks Vapor Rub. So if you're interested in getting any of these, keep an eye out for my store. I will make an announcement whenever that is going live so that you can order some of these. I'll make sure that I have them in a really nice plastic wrap so that in the mail, if it ends up being in your mailbox and it's warm, hopefully it'll be contained in this, this little vessel here. But winter is coming up, so hopefully, you know, the warmer temperatures won't affect this too much. So I'm gonna get some of these made and packaged and ready for the store. But thank you guys so much, and if you find value in these videos, I would really love it if you would like and share and possibly subscribe if you haven't already, to just be notified of all of the cool crafts, DIY projects that I do around the homestead, and I'd love for you guys to follow us along on our journey. Thank you so much. Catch you on the next one. Bye.